Alright, I've done videos about my Sport Trac before, and the front U-joint is making a lot of noise, so I'm going to attempt to change it. I've never done a U-joint before, so I'm kind of going to learn as I go. Alright, parking brake is engaged, wheels are chocked with 2x4s, I'm up on the ramp. Alright, so here we are underneath the truck, trying to get a focus. And this is the U-joint we're going to change. So while I was driving slowly, I'd hear a tinging noise, almost like a bell ringing. And that's what it is. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you've watched other videos, I'm not a mechanic. I'm actually an IT guy. So I'm just trying to save a little bit of money. Let's see what I can do to take this out and fix it. So first thing I'm going to do, having a look here, is you can see there are 4 nuts or 4 bolts here, right there. They look like 10 millimeters. So if I take those off, I should be able to get the half of the drive shaft out, or that half of the drive shaft loose. And then probably on the other side here, on the back side, there's some more there, so I should be able to get that side of the drive shaft out if I need to completely drop the drive shaft. Okay, so this side of the truck is still on the ramp. I put a jack stand under that side, so now I can turn the wheel and you can actually hear some of the noise it's making. Alright, so I'm gonna put some penetrating oil on all of them. I'm going to take these 4 bolts out. I'm trying to get my 3/8 inch drive or 3/8 inch socket on there, and I couldn't. I tried getting a 3/8 inch wrench on there and I couldn't, and then I realized it's a Torx. There's a Torx head there, so I'm going to go grab my Torx set. Okay, so that is a T30 that you're going to need for that. A T30 Torx is what you're going to need to get in there. Okay, so same routine here. I broke each nut that I could reach, then lifted the wheel so that I could turn this a little bit, and I reached the other ones. Personally, my biggest fear about doing jobs like this on my own is snapping off bolts. So if the bolt is tight, use heat to heat around the bolt to get the metal around the bolt to expand, and or if it breaks without heat, then work it back and forth so that you break up any rust in the threads, and like that you've got less likelihood of that bolt eating itself into the threads and then shearing the head off. One of these brackets was marked with a P. I don't see a difference between the two, but just in case, I'm going to scratch this over here with a screwdriver, and that's where the P one was. All right, you can see where I etched it here, and that's so that's where the P is. Like I said, I don't know if it makes a difference. If you're a mechanic, maybe put something in the comments as to whether or not it matters. Okay, so I got these bolts out. They had some kind of thread locker in it. It actually felt like rubber, not like Loctite, but once they were loose, they were really hard to get out. So what I did is I lifted the car back up, lifted the truck up. I put it onto the onto the ramp to get tension on the wheel so it wouldn't turn, broke the nuts, lifted it up a little bit, rotated the shaft, let it down, and repeated that until I could get all of them. And then once they were loose, let the car up so I could spin the shaft as I take them out. Okay, I got the drive shaft off. So what I did is I was hitting against here with a metal chisel, and then I turn it and hit it and hit it and turn, and then it came loose. So what I've done now is I've taken this edge here along a wire wheel to smooth it out so later I can get it in again. But I cannot get this U-joint out. I've tried shock, I've tried heat, I've tried pressing it. So I'm going to go to get some help from my dad. He used to have a machine shop, he used to be a tool and die maker, so I'm hoping that he's going to have a way to get that out. So I'm at my dad's place, and we did the same thing, just with a bigger clamp, and we put a big socket in one side so that it could squeeze out, and a smaller socket on the other side, and we did get it to move. But now what we're doing is we're going to cut a small piece of pipe so we can continue to push it out because the clamp doesn't open enough. What we've been doing is closing the clamp tight and then striking the back of the clamp with a hammer and tightening it more. So what I was doing at home was working, but the clamp I had was just not strong enough. Okay, so what I did is I pushed both of these in on the outside and then worked this in one at a time. So I put one in, worked this center piece in, and then put the other side in. Now we're going to grab a clamp and we're going to clamp it together.
That's it. Räcker mal ein bisschen. Okay, ein bisschen weiter nach oben jetzt, rausholen hoch.
Okay, tap that in with a hammer, and then we're going to put the clip in. All right, here I am under the truck. So I got my phone resting on my chest, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this drive shaft and I'm gonna go forward past the front axle so that I can clear the back here. And then I'm gonna come back and get it to seat in this coupling here. There we go, like that. Okay. Get this to line up. Then, so again, I don't know why it would make a difference, but there's one with a P marked on it, and that is the side of the shaft where I'm scratched it. So I'm gonna move my phone down. You can see here. Okay. Okay, so I've now made sure that these are seated properly on both sides. I've hand tightened them, so let me turn the wheel here. There, you can see, I've just hand tightened them. So now I'm gonna go to the back and I'm going to connect those back there. Those had to back it on it, and I'm just gonna make sure I line that up to the transaxle on the back there, the transfer case. Okay, so I've snugged those all down. Same with over here, I snugged these all down too. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the wheel onto my ramp so that I get some traction so I can torque them down. I don't know the torque values, but they are small screws, similar, like close to size, like an M6. I don't know what that is in SAE, but from my old dirt biking days, that would tell me that's probably gonna be about 20 foot-pounds. So that's roughly to where I'll tighten them. One last check to make sure they're all tight. So there's that. And then on the back there. And now the best part of any repair job that you did yourself is you get to take it for a test drive. So clean up your tools and get it off the jack or the ramps or whatever you used, and let's take it for a test drive.